Leading up to the start of the college football season, I'm releasing my top 100 quarterbacks for the 2023 campaign. Every week, I'm releasing 10 quarterbacks as we get closer to number 1. Last week, I talked about the quarterbacks I had ranked 41 through 50. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the quarterbacks I have ranked 31 through 40. Before we get to today's video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you're watching this video, odds are that you love college football, and odds are you aren't subscribed to my channel. So make sure to subscribe to one of the best college football communities here on YouTube. I'm posting videos every day leading up to the start of the season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, make sure to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. Let me start off this list by saying my top 100 was put together back in about June. It's just taken me some time to get through this list. Originally, I had Iowa State quarterback Hunter Dekkers in this range, but considering he won't be suiting up for Iowa State because, well, he gambled on games, he won't be playing, and he won't be on this list. Since I'm so far along in this process, I probably can't add another quarterback anywhere in this range because I don't think I would have left anyone out of the top 100 that would have been deserving to be in the 30 to 40 range, so unfortunately, this entire series now becomes the 99 best quarterbacks in all of college football. So if there's a quarterback that has not made the list yet, drop a comment down below, and maybe when I get to my top 10, I'll include a few honorable mentions that could have come in at number 100. So there's only 9 quarterbacks we'll be talking about today. After spending 4 seasons at Toledo, Carter Bradley transferred to South Alabama last season. What a debut for him, as it arguably the greatest season in program history. Bradley set school records in passing yards with 3,300, completions with 276, and touchdowns with 28 in his first season at South Alabama. He ranked in the top 50 nationally in 11 different categories, including being 22nd in passing touchdowns and 25th in passing yards. Pittsburgh is going to have their 3rd different starting quarterback over the last 3 years. This season's new quarterback will be former Boston College and Notre Dame quarterback Phil Shakov. Injuries cost him time with the Eagles, as he appeared in only 24 games over the last 3 seasons. During his time with Boston College, he threw for 5,200 yards with 35 passing touchdowns. He also added nearly 500 yards on the ground with 9 rushing scores. His best season came back in 2020 when he appeared in 10 games, throwing for 2,500 yards with 17 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. After his career didn't pan out the way everyone had hoped for the Tigers, DJ Uiagalelei transferred to Oregon State. He played in 36 games for Clemson, making 28 starts. He threw for 5,600 yards with 36 passing touchdowns. He leaves Clemson ranked in the top 10 in pass attempts, completions, passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, and passing yards. He played in and started all 13 games for Clemson last year, throwing for a career-high 2,500 yards and 22 touchdowns, while rushing for 500 yards on the ground with 7 scores. He gets a brand new start with the Beavers, where he can hopefully live up to his high expectations. Will Howard is back for his 4th season at Kansas State. He played in 7 games with 5 starts over the second half of the 2022 season. He threw for 1,600 yards with 15 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions while rushing for 3 scores. He ranked 8th in school history in passing efficiency at 149.6. Howard recorded multiple touchdown passes in 6 straight games, the longest ever by a Wildcat in a single season. He enters the 2023 campaign ranked 8th in school history in passing yards per game and 10th in passing efficiency and career touchdowns responsible for. After spending 4 seasons with Hawaii, Cordero transferred to San Jose State last year. He had the best season of his collegiate career, throwing for a career-high 3,200 yards with a career-high 23 touchdowns. Both those numbers were also the tops in the Mountain West. He also ran for a career-high 9 touchdowns as well, the most for a San Jose State quarterback in the modern era. He was named the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Week 4 separate times. Entering the 2023 season, Cordero was named as the Mountain West Preseason Offensive Player of the Year. After a successful career at the FCS level, Cameron Ward had a pretty solid debut for Washington State. He was named All Pac-12 Conference Honorable Mention and was named as an Earl Campbell Tyler Rose Award semifinalist, which goes to the top offensive player from the state of Texas. Ward completed 65% of his passes for 3,200 yards and 23 passing touchdowns. His season was top 10 in Washington State history in completions as well as completion percentage. After a pretty successful career at Michigan State, Payton Thorne transferred to Auburn this offseason. In his last 2 seasons as starter for the Spartans, he threw for 6,000 yards with 46 passing touchdowns. His numbers took a bit of a step back last season compared to his 2021 campaign though. 2 years ago, Thorne was one of the best quarterbacks in all of the Big Ten when he threw for 3,300 yards with 27 passing touchdowns. Ohio quarterback Curtis Roark was one of the better group of 5 quarterbacks in the nation in 2022. He was named the Max Offensive Player of the Year. He completed a very nice 69% of his passes for over 3,200 yards with 25 passing touchdowns. He set multiple program records against Fordham when he finished the game with the most passing yards in a game in program history, throwing for over 530 yards. His 41 completions also set a record as well. Overall, his passing yards and his completions for the season were both the second most in program history. We'll wrap up today's list with Brennan Armstrong, who transferred to NC State after spending 5 years at Virginia. During his time there, he threw for over 9,000 yards with 58 passing touchdowns. He also added 1,300 yards on the ground with 20 rushing scores. Armstrong was one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football back in 2021. He threw for nearly 4,500 yards with 31 passing touchdowns and only 10 interceptions. It was a breakout campaign and expectations were sky high for him entering 2022. If I remember correctly, I think I even had him in my preseason top 10 Heisman list. Unfortunately, he took a step back, throwing for only 2,200 yards with 7 passing touchdowns and 12 interceptions. It was a horrible season, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. With that being said, you don't just magically have the kind of season he did in 2021. I mean, not every quarterback can throw for 4,500 yards in one season. So it's in there somewhere. If he can tap into whatever was working 2 seasons ago at Virginia, he could easily finish the 2023 season as a top 10 quarterback in college football once again. Well, that wraps it up for the 10 quarterbacks on today's list. Was there a quarterback who I had ranked too high or that was ranked too low? Whoever you think it is, let me know in the comment section down below. Before you leave, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. I'm posting college football videos every day leading up to the start of the season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. Also, if there's a video you'd like to see me make in the coming weeks, drop a comment down below and I'll get that out before the college football season kicks off. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in my next video.